sounds like a flavour like a wok. You know, you're like a yeah.
Flavour of a wok, we like it.
Yeah. I'm from Scunthorpe.
Oh, really north?
Yeah.
Scunthorpe?
Yeah. More north than you.
More, I wouldn't have believed it. I thought you was from down south. I don't know why.
Yeah, I live down south now, yeah, but like naturally, I'm a Scunthorpe born and bred person.
Nice one. So, anyway, let's do our introductions. October Red Boxing here. Debutant.
Pardon?
Debutant first fight.
No, it's not. It's my third fight now.
Third fight. So
Yeah.
you're
I'm
quite.
1-1. I'm 1-1. I won my first one. I lost my second one earlier on this year. So yeah, man.
So Halal Ham.
Yeah.
Talk to me about your YouTube journey, because you're quite a bit of a star
Thank you.
of taking the piss out of people. I think it is, isn't it?
Well, I try my best to take the piss. So I try not to take the piss when taking the piss, but sometimes I just take the piss.
How did it all start? Let us know. Let our viewers know a little bit about you and how this YouTube journey started.
Yeah, well, so I actually went to like a really clever grammar school, but like I was never like academically that bright. I actually have autism, so like obviously being like autistic and like in a very like academic school, it wasn't like obviously I wasn't like the highest achiever, but in like the more like entertainment side of things, like drama, performing arts, even sports studies and stuff like that, I was kind of excelled in them. So that was kind of my avenue to go into entertainment. Then when I moved to London, I actually worked at Facebook. That was my first ever job, working at Facebook, and then I then just somehow got into the social media entertainment side of the world. Yeah.
So what was it like when you thought, you know what, I'm going to set up a YouTube channel, I'm going to get involved in that, and then the following started to come?
Yeah, so big up to JMX, who's also flying on the event, and like he's one of my best friends. He actually got me into YouTube. So I used to be a part of one company, and we were on the same flight going to LA, and then we sat next to him on the plane, and then he was just like, get involved in YouTube, and then like my first video was on his channel, and then yeah, it just kind of took off from there.
Because you also do a bit of writing as well, don't you?
Yeah. So like, obviously, like I'm mostly known for like doing song parodies and stuff like that. I signed to a major label, done millions and millions of views, sold out tours. Yeah, man.
What a journey. So why boxing?
So like, I used to do boxing when I was younger,
Right.
and earlier on this year I was diagnosed with skin cancer, and boxing was one way of getting my mind away from it. So yeah, that's one of the main reasons why, because like it kind of puts me in like a happy place. Yeah.
And I can relate to that and understand that, because there is no other sport where you end up being completely distracted, and that is what boxing does.
Yeah, 100%, man. So obviously I did it when I was younger, and then obviously doing it again this year. It just put me in a happy place. So yeah.
And how have you found the training in preparing for this fight?
Really good actually. So now, luckily, I'm now cancer free. So earlier on, I fought this year. Thank you so much. So earlier on, I fought this year. Training was 10 times harder. This time around, it's been so much easier. Obviously being healthy, and just obviously because like I lost my last fight, I feel like I got more of a point to prove this time. So yeah, it's been training's been good, been easy. Obviously, it's had its moments, but yeah. That's like anything.
I actually admire what you said there. Obviously, personally, I've experienced family members that I've lost through cancer.
Yeah.
How did you manage to like carry on? Like you said, you had the diagnosis, and please, if you don't want to speak about it, you can tell me to piss off.
That's right.
But from diagnosis to like obviously being okay.
Yeah. So this actually what happened. Yeah, this is the first time I'm ever like probably talking about when I first found out. So like. I found out about the fight, signed the contract. The next day, that's when I found out I had it. The next day, after signing the fight contract. But it didn't actually faze me because I was concentrating about training for the fight. So yeah, that was my kind of take on it. As in like it was literally the day after signing for the fight. Yeah.
So then, how did you cope with the treatments and obviously getting it all through that, and then still coming through?
Very hard. It was very hard, but I had to do it mentally. Emotionally, I had to do it. Otherwise, I don't know mentally what kind of place I'd be in. So yeah. As in, even though I wasn't 100%, even though I wasn't healthy on the fight during the training, I still managed to do it. pulled through the fight, went all 3 rounds. The guy who I fought his last fight, he knocked the guy out in 15 seconds. I stood through the whole fight. So yeah.
What an amazing story, and something that you don't expect to hear from such a young YouTuber, you know, full of life, which you are. So thank you very much for sharing that story. So we go again on Saturday.
100%.
You've got your opponent there, you've seen him do his bits, you've even had a couple of words with each other, which was very respectful actually. That respect that you had for him doing the same as you, training, working hard and coming together to fight.
100%, man. As in, obviously, like, I'm trying to make this entertaining, but obviously, like myself, like, I don't know what demons he might be going through or whatever, blah, blah. Everyone goes through their own demons, and that's their own thing, you know what I mean? Obviously, for me, I wanted to do boxing early on this year to battle some of my demons. So it could be the same for anyone. So, like, I respect anyone who gets involved in it. Obviously, I'm trying to make it entertaining at the same time, but obviously, it's a gentleman's sport. It's about being respectable, you know what I mean? Yeah.
I like that a lot. And any words of advice for anybody that's gone through your, you know, experiences that you've had? Like you said, you've got ADHD, you had the cancer diagnosis. You're somebody that passed an exam to get into grammar school, but you was more artistic. And advice for somebody else out there that may have similar life experiences to you?
So I always did what I wanted to do, as in, like, I never did a job just to earn money. I never just did stuff just for the sake of money or whatever, blah, blah. I did it because I enjoyed it. And I feel like that's where, I kind of propelled, because I just had the mindset of, like, I want to do what I want to do, if you get me. As in, like, not to sound like a dick, but if I'm not going to push myself, who is, you know what I mean? So that was kind of the mindset. And then to get away from the demons and that, I did stuff what kind of kept my mind off it. Yeah.
So Saturday then, what kind of performance can we expect from yourself against your opponent, DTG?
A boxing performance.
We like it. All the best. Thank you very much for being a guest on the channel, and I'll see you Saturday night.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Hi, and thank you for watching October Red Boxing. Like, subscribe, and tap the bell for notifications. You can also find us on Instagram at October Red Boxing and on Twitter, October Red UK. And remember, at October Red, we stay ready.